Yes, yes. Chaos963. Doing it to you in 3D. So groovy that I dig me. Listen. Nothing is better in life. Nothing is better in life than to know your purpose. I'll say that again. Nothing is better in life than to know your purpose. That people go through this whole thing, the whole course of it, and never know their purpose. There's folks that are miserable. It ain't about money. I'm amazed at how they sucker our people in with the money leg. Money, 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 money. Money ain't gonna get it. If you ain't meeting your purpose, you are not going to satiate. You will not feel satisfied. You got to know why, and you got to know when, the where, the how, etc., etc., etc. Know your purpose, know why you're here. Let me see, capture as they happen, streams, and make it, okay, fine. I gotta have 8 arms on this one here because I'm working by myself, but I don't care. Ain't thinking about the devil or any other evil spirit or any other negative energy. Call it what you want, because I don't even buy into that old the devil made me do it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, know your purpose. Today, if you saw the lead, I'm talking about I hid myself within myself and told myself to find myself. I got that when I was about 12 years old, man. And that literally came to my spirit as loud and as plain as I'm talking right here and now. And I thought, okay, that's deep, man. Maybe it's a song. Is that the beginning of a song, Spirit? No, not the beginning of a song. He said, that's your purpose right there. I hid myself within myself and told myself to find myself. Chaos963 doing it to you in 3D. So groovy that I dig me. There I am, right here. Check me out on the bottom. Twitter, PayPal, Facebook, instant messaging, partridge, and a pear tree. Get at me. Let me know what's on your mind, what's on your heart, what's on your spirit. And as I've always offered, man, look, if somebody got a word or something they want to bring it up, we'll put you on. I always say we. I guess I'm speaking about like when the Bible says, and we shall, and we created. Yeah, who was the we's? There's a crowd up there, believe that. Chaos963. Listen, I'm going to start this off. I'm going to pour some libations. Yay! Where my toy at? Come on, man. I know you. Oh, okay, right there in front of you. I'm gonna pour some libation, and that's a happy thing. So, hey, what? Now we gotta get a little more happier than that. Time for some libations. It's time to get the juice flowing. Get some of that spiritual energy up in here, man, because that's what it's about, and I've explained that, but you know it. You know what's interesting about it. Every time I'm talking about the metaphysical, the esoterical, the God entity in you, the God spirit energy, the power, you know it all. It's all in your DNA, man. Them are your Akashic records. And if you listen and learn and follow even some of the scientific things that are going on right now, they'll tell you, man, that's like, you know, they scratching the surface, but our ancestors was way ahead on all this. They do the DNA thing, they read it, oh yeah, he this, he that. They can look at that and tell you a whole bunch of stuff. Well, when you get on the level that our ancestors was on, you can know when you go. They knew when they was gonna die. They knew when they was gonna make the transition. They knew stuff, man, that we not even scratching the surface to start with. As you know, they had 12 DNA strands. We got 2. And don't use all that. Use 1/10 of our brain. Now imagine that. Imagine what you got working with you right now. 2 DNA strands and using 1/10 of your brain. And take that and multiply that by 6. So that's 12 DNA strands, and then multiply that by 10, the percentage of the brain you used, yeah, and now you would have 100% of your brain in use. Do you understand who you are yet? That's what you came from. That's what our ancestors was doing. Get a hold of this, man. They've been hiding and deceiving and tricking moving stuff around, but they can't hide it. Not today. There's too much going on, man. I told you I was going to give me something else to drink out of. Not today. Because with the internet and all that stuff, it's out there. So they can't explain it. So you know what they say? Aliens did it. Extraterrestrials. Really? Okay. That works for you, cool. I'm not buying that one because I know better. So I'm talking about an ancient system that we come out of that was building pyramids, technology that they not only can't do today, they can't even tell you how they did it then. I'll say that part again. Technology that they can not only not duplicate, but they don't even know how it was done. Cheers. It was your ancestors that did that. Pyramid, man, don't you know they got things that look like they talking about land and shit. Some of them on the bottom of the ocean. They got pyramids all over the world. You want to know a real interesting thing? Look, I was telling you the other day ago, if you're serious about it, you need to put some time in and study, man. Study to show thyself approved, work not to be ashamed, right? You're dividing this truth, man. And one book, if it's all you got, use lightweight retarded. Study it. Go and ask and study why they closed off some parts to the Grand Canyon. They just put a thing, I'm going to find that one for you. They just had the thing the other day ago where they was finding some ancient ruins. Don't get me wrong, I think they said Texas. I could be wrong. I'm going to try to find that for you. But that's beside the point. Point I make is, all over the globe, they got proof that this thing is 6,000 years, that's ridiculous. But that's what the Christians are trying to tell you. That's not what's up. Millions of years. They got ruins that they found. They talk about the Sphinx now. They carbon dated it at 90,000 years. When they were building Egypt and creating all of those artifacts, they were on the decline, man. They've been here a long time. They were leaving information, breadcrumbs for us, because they knew that the vibration of the planet was slowing down and they were losing that level of consciousness that they had been accustomed to and were living in. They started writing stuff down so they could leave some breadcrumbs. So when the vibration picked back up, we had it, and we got it. Man, you can pick up some books now and get some information and knowledge on esoterical, metaphysical, ancient writings, the Kabbalah, the green tablet, the emerald tablet, excuse me. Man, you can get it. And they talk about stuff that the scientists today barely understand. You want a cold book? I can't think of the name of it right now. I'm going to pull it. It's coming up. But she's talking about making the transition. And she breaks it down to where you get an understanding of how the physical intermingles with the spiritual and allows you to morph, that's a good enough word, into an eternal being. The book is called The Isis Thesis. Cold piece of work. Mary Kay King. Listen, man, it's out here for a fella. Get it and you'll have it. But if you run around here with that foolishness, trying to believe the foolishness, the stuff that they put down, listen, man, we talk about white supremacy, that's all some brainwash stuff, man. They want to keep B1, black first, down. Because they know and understand if and when we tap into our inner power, there's no stopping that. None. None whatsoever. Listen, I'm going to pour some libations. Let me get this phone because I got some names over here, some folks and some entities I want to shout out. So I trust your day's been good, and that you're moving, and you're on top of everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I always find it a little humorous when I call folks, how you doing? Oh, I'm all right. Considering. Okay. Considering. Well, what can you say? Listen, it has been set up for us to be what we are, but like they say, to use the old adage, you could take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. This is here for us now. And if you want to get it, get it. If not, can't make you drink. Real interesting part is how they take the knowledge and they use to spend dollars. Because the brainwash is cold now. Don't get it twisted. The brainwash is cold, and they purposely, with thought and forethought, manipulate everything to perpetuate the brainwash, man. They from the dumbing us down in the educational system. Come on, man. That's just parody. To the demanding that our entertainment entities now give us some of the dumbest stuff I ever heard in my life. They don't want you having no vibrational music that would literally pass energy. There's an understanding that when music is played, so I give you all that, music soothes the savage beast. Depending on the vibration and the level that it's on, it literally causes an effect within your body, within your spirit. That's the fact. Man, I let my phone close. I gotta go back again to find this page. So then, like I said, I hope all is good for you on today. And if not, change it. Alrighty then, libations. Junior Murder Low. My only mother, the great one that I know. William Frederick, stepdad raised, Ashe. Dallas, Ashe. My grandmother, Daddy Lenny, Ashe. My great grandmother, Ava, Shani, Ashe. My auntie, Diana, Ashe. My uncle Wayne, Ashe. My cousin Thaddeus, Ashe. My cousin Demetria, Ashe. Scofa Lovato, Ashe. Luigi, Ashe. Atama, Ashe. Oduadu, Ashe. Pawa, Ashe. Oguruwadi, Ashe. Lowu, Ashe. Odugo, Ashe. Biwasa, Ashe. Amatis, Ashe. To Muhammad Ali, Ashe. To Malcolm X, Ashe. To Michael Jackson, Ashe. Martin Luther King, Ashe. Spirits known and unknown, Ashe. To Christina, Ashe. To fairies and imps, Ashe. To the deities and to the ancestors known and unknown, Ashe. And to Ashe Jews, to your ancestors known and unknown, Ashe. Woo-wee! Hallelujah. Listen, nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. They've been doing that for years. We finna start doing it for the time we got here and now, whatever's left, and learn to understand that they are there to help you, want to help you in your daily routine, in the small and the big. You know, it's like a relationship. My other, you know, they are typically is interested in the small as the big. You know, you from brushing your teeth in the morning, how you feel, et cetera, to you have somebody making the transition in your family. You know, they concern, they want to support you through that. Our ancestors want to support you through whatever you're going through. But you gotta let them, you gotta call on them. Let them do what they do. You know, there's plenty of scriptures from the sacred writings and all over that, you know, supports that. I just say that briefly, you know, so a cat don't get the spookism working in them, you know, because it ain't even about that, man. It's about using all you got to get all you need to get. I say. So I was about 12 years old, right? And just living my life. Youngster, playing ball, sports, school, having little friends in the neighborhood. Was had some real serious spiritual experiences, if you will, when I was younger. And one day, but not today, I'll share on some of that. But serious stuff like that. But on this particular day, I'm going to talk about when I had this word delivered to me, and I had a good day. I was feeling good, and I used to be enamored with clouds. I would sit up and watch the clouds hours. They'd make shapes and just had a real calming but yet energizing effect. And sometimes we had a little patio, probably maybe 6 feet to the edge of the patio, so it was short. And I would just, flip up there right quick, and then lay on the patio, just, with the hand behind the head, and just watch the cloud. And I had felt a real deep peace come over me, and it really felt good. I've been watching the clouds for about maybe 45 minutes or so. And I came off the roof, and I was walking back up into the house, and I stopped at the gate. And it said to me, I hid myself within myself and told myself to find myself. And I thought, wow. Now, I thought it was kind of weird because in the person I was speaking, I hid myself because, I didn't feel like it came from me per se. But then on my mind, but this was I knew that it was something deeper than me. And so, like I said, time went by, and I always be thinking, I hid myself within myself and told myself to find myself. And that's what's happening right now, man. That's what folks is going through, man. The spirit in you that's been planted in you is there for the most part, unless you've had a awakening, a rebirth, if that's your choice of verbiage, then it's dormant, but it's in there, and that has been put in there. It was put in you. It's been put in you. Everybody doesn't have that spirit, man. Everybody doesn't have that light. Everybody doesn't have the melanin. Everybody doesn't have the whatever your preference were. But into that, there's the necessity to have an awakening with it, a revelation, if you will. Because if not, it'll just lay there dormant, and you can go from one end to the other, from the womb to the tomb, and just never have anything special with it. But in the event that you start seeking and find that, everything changes. Everything changes. That's when I said it first, when you realize your purpose, man. Because when you start tapping into that stuff, you have purpose. Even when I was getting ready to start doing, I'm like, man, I had youth centers. I'd run a youth center for 8 years, and then right on Colfax there, crazy. And then got ordained during that time because the folk coming through the youth center wanted some power. They wanted something to hold and carry them through what they were going through. They wanted something that they could grab hold and know that it was going to be there and it was going to be enough for them to go from A to B, from them to transcend from where they were into a better place, man. And they said, listen, we need this. So I started researching. I said, well, I will find somebody to come in because I was, deep Christian, and I was looking for some folks to come over and deliver a word, and had a couple of different folks come over, and I'll never forget they come over and they would say, yeah, I come over and I'll speak, et cetera, et cetera. But they said, but when I speak, we want to put up the banner of our church and our denomination, and then we'll have, some indoctrination I'm like, hold on, man, that's not what the cat's trying to do, man. In actuality, I'm trying to get away from that because they done already, been kind of browbeaten. They just want a personal communication. They want to set up a personal relationship. They don't want religion. And it was like the first couple of folks I brought over, that was what they was trying to, man, and they, whoo, man, they pulled out a big stick and they hit him with the stick with one hand and hit him with the Bible with the other hand. I said, hold it, we're not going to do that one. We're not going to do that one. So I was going through cats left and right. Now I ran into a bishop that kind of changed all that for me. He was a guy that was, he says about his convictions, but he was also, moved in a level of love and understanding that surpassed all the other cats that I dealt with there heretofore. And so, I said I got ordained and we started doing the thing. But at that point, I was had just left the institution, got on my sabbatical. And man, they hassled me, man, like you wouldn't believe. And it was interesting because as I've traveled through this thing called life here, when you're young, you don't really understand the racism and white supremacy as well as you do when you get older. It's like anything, the longer you live with it, deal with it, experience it, you start coming to a realization like, man, this here is kind of and like I said, I'd been through the system and in the belly of the beast, so I'd seen something. But man, when I come out and was trying to do some good, here I am. I done opened up the center, got folk coming through, helping the young people, and the better I did for other folk, the more I did for other folks, the harder they tried to tighten up the noose around my neck, man. And but that's a whole other story. That we don't understand how that goes. But I was surprised, and I say all that to say that into that it was hindering and to reach out and help like I really wanted to. I saw that was not their desire. And when I say that, not just for me, they didn't want what I was doing for the youngsters and for the community to happen like that. They said, nah, man. I mean, they didn't say it. Let me be correct. They had reasons why. Well, the dog ate the homework and all. I'm like, well, what are you talking about, man? I'm accountable, generating capital. Matter of fact, I got a couple cats working for me, But the bottom line is, then I know my purpose, man. And my purpose is to help, to reach out and help. Coming up to where I am today, although I kind of frustrated, I said, man, I'm not trying to get in them fights no more. Because every fight I got in, man, it was not victorious. I go all the way back to I shared a little bit 1-2 sessions back. I don't remember how it is. They started to blur after a while about how when we was going through the busing situation, and we it was the first year of busing, and we, okay, we'll check this out. Oh, man. Not excited about, I got a good system, you just reconnect. Not excited about the busing scenario, because we had our own community, stayed over in Park Hill, and it was cool. All black community, and we supported each other, and just it was what was up. So now they're gonna talk about, well, now we're gonna bust you, about 35 minutes down the street here, and that's what's up, man. We was like, wow, man, Now I said, well, Buster, why don't y'all bring some of them over here or something? I'm trying to leave the hood. So, I mean, we had no fans, no says or nothing. So they come and it started off, and they took us out there that first day, and it was kind of chaotic. The white parents was out there, with sticks and stones trying to break our bones. And I'm like, wow, because I never really seen adults. A lot of this is fresh off the press, man. I hadn't thought about this in years, and some of it I probably never talked about. Yeah. Anyway, I'd never seen adults act aggressively towards children. And that's what we were, although we was, I don't know what, 15 or whatever, and I thought we was grown, some of us looked grown, but we was children, man. We was, and man, the bus pulled up and they were standing out by the school. I'm like, I don't think that's the welcoming party. You know what I mean? And so the bus come up, and I recall that first day, the bus driver was astute enough to think, well, it might not be cool to just let this take off here like this, because them folk, they look like, they could do some damage or something. And I used to think about that for years, man. Long and short, so the next day, and I believe second day, my memory might be a little misty on this, but that was the day where we came in, and we came the next day, and the police was out there. And I remember thinking the first we pulled up, I saw the police, I said, yeah, okay, now, police finna handle y'all out here acting all crazy like you gonna jump on some little kids and carrying on. What's wrong with you people? Well, we go to get off the bus and the police is coming at us. And I'm like, oh, hold on, time out. Y'all read the wrong script. Serve and protect. We're the protect here. We're the ones that need a little. Well, man, it went crazy, and these folks went crazy, and the police went crazy, and it was only a brief little skirmish, and then they ushered, like some teachers, I guess, some level heads, a few of them, and ushered all of us into the auditorium, right? But I remember, man, the police was just as happy to bust us up as these parents were. And understand, these was grown adults, man. So, we did our little protesting and whatnot then with that, and that's the point I was making. And we had a little sit out because we was ready to throw down. And for a minute, we let them know, well, I don't know what y'all got planned, but if you think it's going to be just y'all going to whip up on somebody and it's going to be a one-sided thing, well, that's not happening. And I think that kind of shook them back to reality, because all of a sudden they realized, well, these youngsters they're not just going, no, we're not. That was, like I said, probably the first time I ever had to really take a position, and we started doing our little protests and whatnot. Well, it was interesting because after the protests, got going good and all, and I think it was about maybe day 3 or 4. I really can't remember. I might need to call up some old buddies and to get some references, but I don't talk to them because most of them was gone, man. Them cats, when it got going, it was only like me and about 3 or 4 other sisters, and we were like, well, where is everybody, And I thought, man, this is interesting, This is not how I thought it was going to be here. But that was probably, like I was saying, the first time that I really went into the battle for rights and for justice and whatnot, and carried that through with me. So then, like I said, I had the youth center and some other things, and then I was on coast, man. I was on automatic pilot. I was on cruise control, man. I wasn't thinking about, any more scrapping on no level, man. Because I was like, for one, people be lying, you know. And two, when I say people be lying, they'll say one thing and not. We put together a bunch of little stuff, over the years, and look up, and you be out there by yourself, and just that type of thing. So I learned after the lumps on my head, man, y'all go on, we had a couple of little incidents when we was up there in the belly of the beast, man, because them folk, they feel once they got you in there that they can just do anything. And to degrees they can, but to other degrees they can't. And that's an interesting thing, that this is all, it ain't nothing out of the control of the divine per se, And so we was up there, and man, they was just treating folk ill, And so it would spark off racial tensions, because the police, with their dirty, rotten selves, they would purposely favor the Caucasians, And so we were like, hold on, man, you're not gonna just blatantly disrespect and say, man, well, yeah, we kind of are. We said, well, nah, you kind of not. And so it escalated, and so there was really no fighting the police. And I'm gonna stop there and set a point. And the point I want to set right there is, we always have the victory. You always have the victory. The victory. Okay, silly wabbit. Straighten it up. Okay. The energy that we have, even sometimes unbeknownst to us, is pushing for the victory for us. And you might not never understand this, but it's all right. I'm serving my purpose here, So as things go on, you might not recognize the shift and the jockeying for position, and you are putting yourself in a position to win. But all of a sudden you look up and say, oh man, well no, we can win this fight. Because in the eye of the novice, you would think, well man, you got, because like even when we was young, it was the police, the parents, and the children. And just us as children, as young people coming off these buses against all of them. And the divine intervention was phenomenal. Now, some scratches and bruises, don't get it wrong. But for the most part, and even today I look at what this all could be, but for the most part, the intervening divine energy on our behalf keeps the total madness at bay, man. And I'm telling you here and now, as things change, as the frequency and the vibrations change, we got the victory. And it ain't even about the odds. I remember in the Word, because I was a strict, strong, strategic, Bible reading, blah, 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 blah. And there's so many different stories in there. Well, one story talks about how when the battle jumped off, that the men of God, they just told them, the spirit to just hold up, and they just held up. And then the armies turned and fought amongst themselves, killed themselves. And I'm looking today at some of the things happening, how these Europeans is killing themselves. You got these of them against these cats, and the boy that got shot, and got around there, the security dude shot him, and they killing themselves. But it's us that they want to get at, but they can't. Because our spirit, our energy, man, listen, we got some stuff inside of us that's on automatic pilot. We got some stuff that'll come online. Let me tell you, you better understand and get this. We got some stuff that'll come online if they even try to totally demolish us as a people coming at us like that. There'll be some energies released that have never been seen before. And the powers that be know it. It was interesting. I was watching some of the black media, you know, I try to get their perspective because they tend to be a little more honest, you know. And they were talking, and one young lady was interviewing with a gentleman, and they were talking about Lovecraft. And it was interesting because I said, man, don't y'all know the real Lovecraft? That was a real dude that wrote this stuff. And they're talking about the producer and the writers that wrote this story for TV. Well, they came right out of Lovecraft. Matter of fact, most of these horror stuff come out of Lovecraft. You want to read some stuff? Read H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft. Because he was the original, man. And they were always in question of, well, was this stuff from his imagination, or is this some sort of channeling he's doing? Is this some metaphysical or what? And they can never really for sure. But let me tell you, he was bringing some stuff from somewhere deep. He was channeling, bringing energy. Well, that's where they're getting these stories from. They're doing some modification for Hollywood, but that's the story. And let me tell you, like when the boy, the police was all outside the house, they were shooting all them, and then all of a sudden, and the big monster come up. Let me tell you, the energy, the power that is within us will make that look like a sandlot kindergarten fight. Don't you understand? They've been trying for years to wipe us off this planet. They ain't been playing with this. Point I'm making all of that is that they got this lock on them to where they can't really have a victory. They can't really move because they don't even understand that this is you talk about spiritual. Man, this is so spiritual, man, it ain't even funny. They don't even understand that they've been put in place to cause us to move to another level. Let me explain to you, gold is only made in the heat. Gold is purified in the heat. If we don't have that, then we would not move into this. We need to know and understand that for the most part, I remember the preacher said, boy, some of y'all didn't have problems, you never pray. For the most part, this thing is going exactly like it's been prophesied. I started off earlier talking about how back in the day, they were doing all them hieroglyphics and stuff to leave breadcrumbs for us so that when the vibration did speed up, when we did come out of our sleep, when we did come back to a consciousness and understand, we'd have something to draw from. So as they stole the culture and they stole all the things from us that made us who we were, therefore we lost it, contact removed. When we came back as we are now, folk use the verbiage woke. Okay, woke, conscious, yeah, okay. Now we have the things that the ancestors left for us, and you can go get books and stuff and listen. It ain't all books from melanated folk either. It ain't all books from melanated folk. Because for real, the ancestors, they're going to use whatever it takes. They're going to use whatever it takes. So as we move and come to understanding of our purpose, who we are, and to that, it's incumbent upon us to follow them breadcrumbs, man. Go get them translations of the hieroglyphics and the writings and even more so these cats of this dudes here now that are man, they got a couple cats here, they straight avatars, man. They come from another place and just manifest here and deliver this word, man. There's people you can hook up with. There's books you can get that will not only inspire you, but will trigger the power in you. You know, oftentimes you see in the movies, Raiders of the Lost Ark, things like that, how when they start doing certain things and then they'll have the vibration, well, what is that? And it'll free up energies. Or something. There's always something there that, you know, that's why folks need to know, learn, and get into it. Because what frees me up might not free you up. So there's so much out here to learn from. There's so many different disciplines that you can get involved with. You know, I speak of the candles that I sell, and let me grab one. I can't reach quickly my other one. I got one I burned, but this is the one of the candles. Of course, it's all burnt him up, but the energy that comes from the candle, the energy that comes from us as we pour libations and as we do the different things we do to invoke these energies is real. So I said there's many different disciplines. Some people use candles. Some people use, prayer is a way. Some people use meditation. There's all kinds of ways to tap into it. But you need to be tapping into who you are on that level and on that plane. So I was young, and it came to me, it said, I hid myself within myself and told myself to find myself. And in finding myself, I found not only my purpose, but the understanding of who I am and the knowledge and the ability to fulfill my purpose. Let's try to be short in front of you. That's what I'm going to do. I like it because in time, as these start to get out, this thing catches fire. Hoo-wee. Hallelujah. Chaos963. My information on the bottom. Lunatic in 3D. There we have it. Thank you, and I will see you next time.